How you guys doing this morning? Is anybody alive this morning? All right. I got a self-DJ over here. Who's excited about 2019? Anybody? Come on, y'all need some coffee or something, man. All right. So, how many people are excited about 2019? Right? Okay. We got a lot of things to be excited about because we have not only momentum, but we have a great team, a great group of people in this room, right? How many people are excited to be working with this team right here in this room, right? We did a lot of great things last year, right? We accomplished things, record-breaking things. There was a lot of things that happened that, are just, remarkable, right? Lives were impacted and changed. We helped a lot of people in the communities that we were in. We helped give jobs and help people make more money than ever. Pretty super exciting stuff to talk about and not just brag about, but to actually see it happen, right? People's lives are impacted. I know my life was impacted by seeing a lot of you guys' lives impacted, and just super excited that we were able to do that. And why stop there, right? Has anybody asked yourself, is enough, right? So what I said to myself is, I'm grateful, but I'm not satisfied. Amen. I'm grateful that we were able to do what we did last year, because not a lot of times and opportunities that you have that you can do what we did last year, but we did, and so therefore we're going to add to it, right? How many people are ready to add to it, right? Some of you guys may have started late with us last year or just a few weeks ago. Wherever you started with us, trust me, we're on our way to make more things happen, guys, because we got a great team. We're in a great industry, and I believe we have some momentum that really is untouchable, right? And so what do you do when you're faced with a great opportunity, right? A lot of people take this time of the year and start to set new goals and try to think about new things, for the appropriate reasons, because a new year should bring new things, right? Should? Right? Should? Let me talk to you real quick, if I could, about something that all of us strive for and something all the world really wants desperately. Let me talk to you about something that is really something that, even if you don't admit it or talk about it out loud, it's actually everybody's goal, right? So I know I'm going to talk to a bunch of people in here that have this similar goal, because it's the same goal that I have. It's kind of human nature to have this goal and to have this thing that you strive for, right? It's something that people really will, leave situations and change their names and their phone numbers. There's things that people will change where they live, their addresses. They'll change the way they look, the way they talk, just for this very same thing that I want to talk about this morning, right? And this thing that I want to talk to you about is something all of us, whether we like it or not, we really want. And this thing that I'm talking about this morning is called comfort. Now, we're big, what do you call that? Gorilla? I don't know if we call it gorilla. We try to be big and strong, right? As salespeople, as sales organization, as people who make good money, we try to act like that's not something that's not on our to-do list. But the honest truth is, it is. How many people love to sit back and just relax for a little bit, right? It's human nature, right? So let's not pretend like we're all that and we're all different and we're perfect, because every one of us in this room love to be comfortable, right? The reason why I'm a fat ass is because I love to eat comfort foods. I want to be real with you. The reason why I'm not in shape and cut up is because I like to be comfortable, right? And I like to eat things that make me feel comfortable. I want to be real with you guys. How many people like comfort? If you say you don't, you're lying. Everybody likes to be comfortable. Maybe not in the same way, but everyone likes comfort in some way, shape, or form, if not in a lot of ways. America, if you think about America, and I'm not going to get too deep in this, but if you think about America, America is producing a society of people who love to be comfortable. Right? We're the home, we're the land of where your dreams can come true, the American dream, but we're all still asleep. Right? We're all still asleep, guys. So we can manifest dreams, But yet we don't realize in a lot of ways you got to wake up and actually do the dream and not just dream the dream. So I want to tell you right now, I got a couple things. When I read the definition of comfort, it's pretty easy to understand. Comfort is a state of physical ease, freedom from pain or constraint. And I got to tell you, you guys have shared stories with us, so I know this is true. A lot of you guys have been through some pretty uncomfortable things in life, right? What came out of that? Growth, being better, right? So I got to tell you, as much as we want comfort, one of the first images I ever had of comfort was my grandfather and grandmother saying, hey, this is comfort. And as they were saying that, they were on the front porch in rocking chairs, chilling, rocking back and forth, peeling oranges, eating them, and it seemed like that was pretty comfortable. So for a long time, I wanted to have a house with a front porch and some rocking chairs and some oranges, right? So that was my first image of comfort, right? How many people have had an image of comfort, and can you remember the first one that you ever had? Like what it meant to be relaxed and have a good time, right? So here's the thing, guys. All of us have it ingrained in us to want to be comfortable. It's human nature, right? We want to relax, right? How many people sleep on the floor? Oh, nobody in here? Oh, okay. All right. You sleep on the floor? Something wrong with you, man. How many people have went out of their way and picked out a really comfortable mattress? Come on, tell the truth now. But listen, we go to great lengths to try to be comfortable, right? How many people would admit that? Come on now. How many would admit that we go to great lengths? We put a lot of effort in being comfortable, right? And I'm not here to say that, some things in life you don't deserve to be comfortable, but I got to say, look, if we go back to some of the greatest moments of growth in our lives is when we weren't comfortable. Matter of fact, we were in a really hard place, right? Some of the greatest moments in life is when things were not right, the air wasn't right, you didn't feel good, you slept on what seemed to be the equivalent of being on the floor, right? Right? Let me tell you some of the things that I think comfort is. Can you hold that for me? I think comfort is the crown of average. I think comfort corrupts conversations. I think comfort creates conspiracies. I think comfort kills confidence. I think comfort kills cultures, kills characters. I think comfort quenches candidness. I think comfort is where winners have ended up to quit. I honestly think comfort in a lot of ways creates complainers and ultimately creates conflict. Have you guys ever seen a coffin?
Yeah, it looks real comfortable.
Right? How many people have actually seen one in person? Right? I got to ask you a question. I'm going to know if you're telling the truth or not. How many people have actually been in a coffin? Well, I actually have been in a real coffin. Okay? Well, I'm glad you said that. Unfortunately, I've seen my share of coffins and I've been to funerals, but literally I've been in a coffin, right? My church growing up, we had a crazy youth pastor and he decided he wanted to have a real illustrated message. And so he rented 2 coffins. By the way, you can rent those, by the way. Didn't know that. And we walked into the room and he says, hey guys, you guys want to be in a play this week? Yeah? All right. Walk in and there he has 2 coffins. He's like, well, you're going to be in the play, all right, but you got to get in the coffins. And me and the other dude is like, So we got in the coffin. This coffin was real, and I'm going to tell you, this is how you know it was real, because when I looked to the side as I'm laying in the coffin, there's like makeup smeared on the side there.
Oh my God.
Right? I'm like, this is not a new coffin, this is a used coffin. So then the second part was, the creepy part was when they actually closed the coffin shut, right? Now listen, at first I was really weirded out. But then as I was in there, that thing is actually really comfortable. It actually is. No lie, I can tell you that firsthand because I was in there laying in the coffin. Listen, coffins is comfortable, man. Right? I was in there for like an hour. I believe ultimately, if we're in that state of comfort, the comfort I'm talking about, it's like being in a coffin. And be honest with you, the last I checked, most of you, if not all of you, are alive. If you need to double check, just do this. Make sure. Some of us are going to let comfort really take us out if we don't be careful, including myself. I had other businesses where I let comfort kill me and the business, right? Comfort is the enemy of success. It is the killer of dreams. And we can easily say we've had some success because a lot of us have, including myself. But if we stop where we're at and we let comfort take place and really intercept the success that we're going to have, we're going to fall into a dangerous place. It's called complacency. It's called being comfort. And the last place that I want to be is in a coffin, right? So I don't want to be comfortable, right? And listen, I'm just like you. I'm just like anybody in this room. I want comfort. I already told you and proved to you I like comfort too. But the bottom line is real change doesn't come with a package called comfort. Real growth doesn't come from being complacent and feeling like everything's okay. Real comfort is a place where you are going to see your dreams die if you do not be careful about it, right? So we got to get a little uncomfortable sometimes. And if we want to grow and we want to go where we want to go and what we say we want to do, guess what, guys? Sometimes it's going to be uncomfortable. And listen, when it's not comfortable, get excited. Because on the other side of that discomfort is the growth that you probably need to go to the next level. So, guys, let's not be a bunch of people in here who are soft and looking for the next corner to turn so you can be comfortable. Let's be a bunch of people who are looking to stretch yourself, expand yourself, and get stronger, right? When you work out, right? Sarah Ann can tell you when you work out, you start ripping muscles and all that stuff. It's hurtful, right? It's painful, right? That's why I don't want to do it, because it's painful. Right? Plus my knees, god dang. But if I want to lose weight, I'm going to have to do it. And I'm going to have to go through that pain, right? If I want real change in my life, right? If I want to do things that are going to make me better and help me live longer and be healthier. But listen, if I really want to do that, guys, I'm using myself as an example because it's the truth, right? If I do not do something with myself and change myself, I'm in a longer, harder road, right? I'm closer to the coffin. Let's be real, guys. Let's be real. You guys don't want to talk like this because you guys like being comfortable. But if I don't do so with myself, I'm closer to the coffin, which is the ultimate place to be comfortable anyways. At least that's what I felt, right? But I got things to accomplish, right? I got things I got to do, and my health is just as important as my wealth, right? So I got to tell you, look, it's the same thing for you, maybe in different ways, right? Maybe you made enough money and everybody's good and your family's okay and you had a good Thanksgiving and a good Christmas and you've had one of the best years in your life. Why stop there? Because right around that corner is not more success if you don't do something about it. Is actually the killer of the dream. And it's comfort. So this company, right? This company, we can easily just coast. Because we got a good system here. We got good people here. We got a good industry we're in. We know how to do what we did already, right? But I honestly want to sign us all up for a little bit, if not a lot of pain. Not because anybody likes it, but because I know on the other side of the discomfort is the growth that we need to be better. And that's what we're here for. Look, if you're here for the wallet, that's great. I understand that, and I get that. I relate that. But really, let's be here for growth, right? Not just growth of what we can put in our pocket, but what we can do in our heart, in our head. Let's grow as people. And listen, you guys can talk about making certain money all you want, and I think that's great, and I want us all to make more money than we've ever made, right? But that's really just the sign of us growing as people, right? Our skills can be sharp, and we can get better at talking to people and convincing people and doing our job, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last that way. Because what happens is, you're a shooting star. Anybody ever seen a shooting star? It's bright for a few minutes and it's great, and you say to everybody else, did you see the shooting star? Well, the reason why you say that is because as fast as it's up, as fast as it's gone. I'd rather be one of those big-ass oak red trees, or whatever they're called in California, that take forever to grow. But boy, oh boy, are they hard to take down. They last a long time. They're slow, but they last a long time. How many people would rather be one of those red trees, or whatever they're called there? Chicoria, whatever. I didn't do my research. Shakira. All right. Is that where we get that song from? All right. If I shake my hips, they ain't going to last for a long time, right? That's right. That'll help with that. But, you know, a shooting star is beautiful. It's awesome, but it doesn't last, right? It doesn't last, and I would rather be something that lasts for a long time. This company has a great potential, right? This company can be around for years to come. Not just so it can say it's been around, you know, I never really liked when people say, well, we've been in business since 1925. I mean, that's okay, right, great, but what you doing for me today in 2019, you know? Some of your processes and services are still like 1925. All right. So my point is, you know, it's great to say we've been around for a long time, and I want to do that. But more importantly, I want to collect and have a standard of growing and expanding and impacting more people every year we're in business, right? More people are making more money than they ever have. More lives are impacted. We're serving more communities, right? In order for us to do that, right? Because some of you guys have accomplished a lot. You've already admitted it. Some of you guys want to accomplish more. But I got to tell you, the truth is, if you want to accomplish more, it's probably going to have to be where you're willing to sign up for some pain, from some discomfort, right? And if no one's making you uncomfortable, go find someone. I'm sure it won't take long, right? All right, so I've been reading this book called You Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. It's one of the best books I've ever read, and it's a whole book about how his discomfort has led him to his ultimate success, right? So in that, I did some study and research, and I found out when someone goes through SEAL training, the number one reason why they quit, I'll explain it to you. They say, well, look, they have this little station, a little bell, right? And the bell is rang when they give up. And then they throw their hat down on the ground. And they leave the hat there, their helmet there the whole time, so that everyone who's still in it walks by and can see people who quit every day, right? The number one reason why these guys quit is because they never learn how to run in boots.
What?
Yeah. They're like, seriously, they literally don't never get comfortable in boots, right? Right? They just don't, they can't stand the pain at the feet and all the stuff that happens, you know, because everything you do over there is in boots besides in water, right? Right? So they never get comfortable enough in boots, right? And so this guy who does training on how to prepare to be get into SEALs, right? He says the number one thing you got to do is learn how to run in boots. It's simple, but people quit every day because they don't learn how to run in boots, right? So listen, if you're going to be at war and fight for the things you really want in life, like expanding your financial situation, expanding your mind. So my point is that we got to learn how to run in boots, because if not, a lot of us are going to quit, right? Simple pains add up over time, are going to be irritating enough to cause you to quit. These guys are literally already knowing what they're going to go up against and how hard Hell Week's going to be in the second and third and fourth phases of actual SEALs training. But yet they give up and quit over the simplest thing, like what you wouldn't guess, because they didn't learn how to run in boots. Most of the hats that lay there beside the bell that they rang and gave up and they had to go back and tell their family why they quit is because they didn't learn how to run in boots. So don't think the major things that make you uncomfortable are what you're going to actually be taken out with. It's going to be probably the simple things. So we got to get real detailed, and we got to get real down into the nitty-gritty of things. And we got to understand, if we want to expand and grow, even the simple things are important, guys. Like running in boots, like going to your appointments every day, like following up with your customers, like answering your phone, right? Seriously, these are simple things, but they're important. And why they're important? Usually when someone thinks they're bigger than something, that's the same thing that takes them out. Right? No one thinks as they're strapping up their boots, oh, these boots are going to be the reason why I quit. I like these boots. These are awesome. I picked them out in the Army surplus store. But these are the same damn things that are going to make me quit. No one thinks that. As they're strapping them up and lacing them up and tightening them up and doing all that good stuff, no one thinks that when they step in those boots, those are the same things that are going to make me throw my hat down and ring that damn bell and have to go back and tell somebody that knows I'm here that I quit. Guys, I don't know if you actually or observe, really taking in what that means, right? Simple things like this, not doing what you're supposed to do, and using your honest, good talents, right, to achieve those dreams is not enough. You got to actually be committed. So what I want to tell you guys, this is the last thing, all right? Don't let comfort kill what we got going here. More importantly, don't let comfort kill what you got going. Because some of you guys have a lot of things going, but also realize that the discomfort that you might face or going to face or are facing might be the exact thing that helps you grow. This guy teaches very clearly, hey, you need to run in boots every day for at least 4 weeks before you can endure what you're going to go through for the next couple months. Every day, all right? So my point is, guys, don't let the small things take you out, right? Because you think you're above it and you think you're comfortable enough and you got this, right? Don't let the small things take us out, right? So let's do that, guys. 2019 is going to be a great year, but it's only going to be a great year if we collectively decide, right, to not be comfortable.